अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। आज का जो लेक्चर है वो कॉमेडी के बारे में है। ठीक है जी, इसकी भी 2-3 लेक्चर्स होंगे इंशाल्लाह। अच्छा जी, चलिए शुरू करते हैं। कॉमेडी, इट्स नेचर एंड काइंड्स। कॉमेडी इन एंशिएंट टाइम्स। हाउ वाज कॉमेडी इन एंशिएंट टाइम्स? कॉमेडीज हैव बीन रिटन सिंस टाइम इममेमोरियल्स। मतलब बहुत ही ज़्यादा वक्त पहले से कॉमेडीज़ लिखना शुरू हो गई थी। अमंग एंशियंट्स, एरिस्टोफेन्स, प्लोटस, Terence were great writers of comedy, and their comedies were a source of inspiration to the subsequent practitioners of the art. Who were the great writers of comedy? Aristophanes, Plautus, and Terence. Okay. Mendier, Molière, Shakespeare, and Ben Jonson are some modern writers of comedy. Who are some of the modern writers of comedy? Mendier, Molière, Shakespeare, and Ben Jonson. According to Greek philosopher Aristotle, comedy is a representation of character of lower type. What is it? Comedy is the representation of character but of lower type, worse than the average. Okay. Then there are two different views of comedy which belong to whom? Meredith and Bergson's. Okay. What's Bergson's? Bergson's not Meredith view of comedy. George Meredith, in his idea of comedy, is firmly of the view that comedy appeals to the intelligence, pure and simple, and what it aims at aims not at our ribs or armpit but at our heads. Like as it is said, it appeals to our intelligence, so it does what it aims at, not at our ribs or armpits but at our heads. In simple words, comedy is artificial and its main function is to focus attention on what ails the world. Okay, what does it do, or what is its main function? To focus attention on what ails the world. Okay, Bergson's view of comedy. In his essay on laughter, Bergson takes position near to Meredith, and his view is that comedy appeals to intelligence, pure and simple. Okay, what does Bergson say about comedy, or what is his view about comedy? It's that in his essay on laughter, Bergson takes position near to Meredith, right? And his view is that comedy appeals to intelligence, pure and simple. Okay, so what did we study today? That comedies have been written since time immemorials. Some of the ancient comedy writers were Aristophanes, Plautus, and Terence, while the modern writers of comedy were Mendier, Molière, Shakespeare, and Ben Jonson. Okay, and according to Greek philosopher Aristotle, what is comedy? Comedy is a representation of character of lower type, right? Worse than the what? Worse than the average. Then what's the Meredith view of comedy? Comedy appeals to the intelligence, pure and simple, right? And aims not at our ribs or armpits but at our heads. It means that comedy is artificial and its main function is to focus attention on what ails the world. And what is the Bergson's view of comedy? It is that comedy appeals to intelligence, pure and simple. ठीक है जी, that's it for today. Thank you so much for coming to my channel and listening to me. We'll meet you inshallah in the next video. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.